Hello, fifth grade, and hello, parents. It's Mrs. Price. It's Monday, March 15th, and I'm here to make just a really quick video. We have this big hero research project that we have been working on for quite some time now. The students have done a tremendous amount of work, hard work on this. They've written a biography. We're almost finished with that. They've created a slideshow with research, and they have prepared a speech. Normally at Lincoln, we would present these either in the library or in the gym. We would have classes come throughout the day over the course of a week, and they would get to present their research projects. They would have a board that they had created. It's a lot like the Native American Indian research project that we did last year in fourth grade. But since we are virtual, unfortunately, we cannot do that. So what we decided as a team was to do what we were calling kind of like a wax museum virtual presentation. And so what the students are doing is they are recording their speech with their slideshow on Flipgrid, which is a really neat website that we're using to house all of these speeches. And then once we get everybody's speech in Flipgrid, we are going to share the links with the staff at Lincoln, and the different teachers can click on those links and show the speeches to their class. So it's a little bit different. It's a virtual wax museum, but hey, it still works. So it's exciting for their previous teachers to get to watch their speeches and presentations and show them to their class, like Mr. Fisher and Mrs. Weigel, Miss Everson, and their language teachers. It should be a lot of fun. And we're sending those links out either tomorrow or Wednesday. So we need to get this finished. So I'm going to go ahead and show. We talked a lot about this in class today. And for the most part, I think the kids, they were doing a great job. Some are finished, some are still working on it. I know it's tricky being on Zoom and also trying to record yourself. Sometimes the internet connection is just not stable enough. It just can't handle it. So I did tell quite a few of the kids, look, if you need to go ahead and just wait and record it after class this afternoon when you're not on Zoom, that's fine. But we just have to make sure that we're being responsible and really holding ourselves accountable so that we get it turned in. And we are going to work on doing this again tomorrow. But if you have the time to do it when we're not in class on Zoom, I think that would really be best, because like I said, their Chromebooks just sometimes don't have enough juice to do both things at once. So I'm going to walk you through how to do this. So the first thing that your child needs to do is they need to go to Google Classroom, right? That's where everything is housed. You can find everything there. And then they're going to go to classwork, and they're going to come up here to week 26, March 15th through March 19th. And we have several things that they need to have open. So they need to open up their final slideshow. And I've been doing this with them. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my slideshow of Clara Barton. They need to have that open, ready to access. And then they need to have their speech open. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now, and we've been talking a lot about this. Once they have it typed, they can either print it out, but I know a lot of you guys probably don't have printers, which is fine. I told the kids they can either print it or they can write it in their journal. And it does take a little bit of extra time, but they can't flip from screen to screen while they are recording. They need to have it right in front of them while they are going through their slideshow. And I'll show you what I mean here in just a minute. If they don't want to write it, that's fine. What they can do is if they have a phone or a tablet, they can just take a screenshot of it and then use that to read from. So those are kind of their different options. And we talked about that last Thursday and Friday. So hopefully they have it written out, they have it on another device, or they have it printed. And then I've asked them to practice their speech several times so it's smooth. And they're saying all of the cities and states and like names correctly. They don't want to be incorrect and they don't want to mess up a lot. So the more practice they do, the better it sounds. Okay, so I've got my slideshow up. I have my speech printed out in front of me. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Flipgrid speech. And then I created a video. You're going to click on, your child is going to click on Flipgrid. Okay. And it's going to take them directly to the assignment. And so this is what it looks like. And they have two options. They can click on this little recording button, or they can click on this. Doesn't matter, it's going to take them to the same screen. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on the larger record button. And then what it's going to do, now I have my camera on for Zoom. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off. And I'm going to have my camera on here. So let me retry. Okay, so now my camera is on Flipgrid. So what they're going to do is they're going to, and I'm going to kind of point to it. Yeah, let me turn my finger the right way. It's this right here, options. They're going to click on that and it brings up a little menu. What they're going to click on is record screen. So let me show that one more time. So right there, options, record screen. Okay. So then I'm going to click on start screen recording. Now, unless you have multiple screens, the kids only have one open. So they're just going to click on this. And what that is we want it to record the entire screen. Okay. So we're going to click on that. And then we're going, and you should also be able to see yourself down here. Okay. We want to be able to see you as you are presenting. So your picture is going to pop up down here in the corner. So that's great. And I've been telling the kids you can dress up in a costume. You can wear a hat. If your hero had glasses, you can wear glasses. And they can accessorize. I had a student dress up earlier and do hers, and it was fantastic. Or you don't have to dress up. So that's optional, but you will be in the screen, which is really cool. So your teachers will be able to see you as you read your speech. Okay, so I've clicked on this, right? Now I'm going to hit share. Now, when I click on share, it's going to start a countdown. It's going to give you 3 seconds. And in those 3 seconds, I'm going to go find my slideshow. Okay, so just to be aware. Now, if you click on it and you can't find your slideshow and you've messed up, that's fine. Just stop recording. You're going to come over here to close out, and just start over. No big deal. You can start over as many times as you need to. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and click on share. I'm going to click on present because we want to present our slideshows, okay? And then I'm going to start reading my speech. So I've got my speech right here in front of me. And here I go. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the whole thing so you can hear it. Have you ever wondered who founded the American Red Cross? I am Clarissa Harlow Barton, most commonly known as Clara Barton. I was born on the 25th day of December in 1821 in Oxford, Massachusetts. I am most famous for being one of the most honored women in American history. I risked my life to bring supplies and support to soldiers in the field during the Civil War. At the age of 59, I founded the American Red Cross in 1881 and was the leader for 23 years of my life. When I was a child, I was the youngest of 4 siblings. We lived on a farm where I learned to work very hard. I attended school and was an excellent student with a very shy demeanor. My childhood was great, but I also experienced hardships too. When I was 11, my brother fell off of a roof and suffered from a severe head injury and spent the next 2 years very close to his death. I spent those 2 years by his bedside, nursing him back to health. During that time, I learned a lot about how to be a nurse. When I was 17, I started teaching summer school. I enjoyed teaching so much that I decided to go to college in New York, where I studied education and then graduated in 1851. I worked hard to open a free public school that had 600 students by 1854. I accomplished many things in my life. For example, I fought for the rights of women to be treated equally in the workplace. I also discovered a way to get supplies to soldiers on the battlefield, particularly the soldiers on the front lines of battle. I was known as the angel of the battlefield. After traveling overseas and learning about the International Red Cross, I decided to bring the organization to America. After several years of hard work, I founded the American Red Cross on May 21st, 1881. I lived to be 90 years old. I died on April 12, 1912 in Glen Echo, Maryland of pneumonia. I said, I may sometimes be willing to teach for nothing, but if paid at all, I shall never do a man's work for less than a man's pay. I am remembered today because of my great courage and bravery on and off the battlefield, my dedication, compassion, and selflessness to others, and my generosity with those that were in need. And then you can say, thank you so much for watching my presentation. Okay, so then you're going to hit escape, and you're going to go back over here to Flipgrid, and you're going to click on stop. I'm going to click on present because we want to present, and that's what it's going to do. It's going to start going through your slideshow, okay, to show you your recording. And what you're going to do is you're going to click next. So you can see it. Oh, you know what? Let's go back here. I'm going to click on, I'm going to stop that. Not sure what that is. Okay, we're going to click on next. And I'm going to put my name, Mrs. Price. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put hero speech. And then the name of my hero, Clara Barton. Okay, and then you're going to click on submit. And what it's going to do is it's going to upload my video. Okay. In this process, it can take a few minutes to upload your video, get it all nice and ready to go. And so what we're going to do is we are going to let it upload. And like I said, it may take a while. And it's not letting me turn my camera back on because it's still in this process, okay? All right, so once it is finished uploading my video, it's going to kind of have like a little celebration on your screen with some fireworks. And then you're going to click right here, you're going to click the done button. So I'm actually going to pause my recording until it's finished so you don't have to sit here and wait, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so after a few minutes of it downloading, and it may take a few minutes, so don't stress, depending on how good your internet is, and just depending on your computer. Don't worry about it, just let it take its time to download. And this is the screen that you will see pop up. You do not want to click on any of these things right here. You just want to click done, okay? So we're going to click done. And then the cool thing about this, and actually I can turn my camera back on now, is that over here, when I refresh and go to my assignment, and I go to hero speech, now you can see my video. So if I click on that, I'm going to click on present. This is what's so cool. I'll be able to see the kids clicking on their slideshow, reading their speech, and clicking through their slideshow. So it's a really, really neat website that we're using. And it just gives us an opportunity to share this with the staff. How fun for the teachers and the kids to get to see the students present all of their hard work that they've been working on for weeks and weeks now. So that is how we are recording our speech and going through our slideshow on Flipgrid. It is due tomorrow, Tuesday, March 16th, by the end of, well, really it needs to be done by the end of reading, by 11:10. So if your child has an opportunity to work on it today or tonight, I would highly recommend that they do that so that they're not on Zoom. Okay, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm more than happy to help. Otherwise, I hope this video helps you, and I will see you the next time. Bye.